Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Charwell. We are on day 2 of our harvest. We're heading over to the our field of barley. We have had a little bit of bad news in that the rain has stepped up by a day. Just check that we still got a header trailer on. Yeah, we do. Our rain has stepped up by a day, and it's actually going to rain tomorrow, which is not great. It's not brilliant. We've got at least 5 fields to harvest in time. So yeah, we're going to crack on with the barley today. We're sort of moving as quickly as we can. So it may be that we hang around on this day a little bit longer. We're going to be doing probably doing the baling behind this. I think we're going to have to cart, interestingly, with our other tractor, with the Terra Track, because in order to bale, we're going to need to be up here with this. So let's lift this. The good news is that our previous day's worth of renting cost less than £5,000, which is absolutely brilliant. Although we are about to hit the first hour on this combine, so there is a good chance that we're going to be spending a load of money there. But it should be less expensive at this game day than the previous one, if we can connect this up. There we go. So let's unfold our harvester. And what I'm going to do is we're going to head back down here. We're going to get our Terra Track out and this, yeah, and we're going to do the carting with this. And to sort of mitigate the problems that would cause with the, well, there's 2 reasons for this. One is we actually need this tractor for to do the baling. So we're going to try and bale behind our combine. So that bale is over this way. Right, and there we go. So we're going to have to bale behind the combine. We're going to collect the bales, and yeah, we're going to use this to do the carting, which has got enough weight on it for me to feel I don't need a weight on the back. But it's yeah, it's a slightly odd setup, this, to do to cart with a Terra Track, but it's kind of what we need to do. Normally, if you had a tracked setup, you'd probably overload rather than doing it this way. But we need to get this to work. So let's put our beacons on, check the road, and away we go. So we're going to have this on follow me behind the combine and get the JCB doing that. We can then sit and use the Terra Track as much as we need to in order to just make sure that we have something there that we can quickly get the trailer to the combine. Otherwise, we've got to drive the combine back all the time and disengage the follow me, and it just will delay us, you know, constantly delay us. So we want to avoid doing that with such a time dependency on here. Now our corn actually won't be ready till the next game day, and we do have, I think, 2, maybe 3 fields of it. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done there with that. So I'm going to Control F that. We're going to back it off to about 50. We're also going to turn this on. I don't think we have yet, so we need to connect up everything. And we need to turn this on before we do that. So there we go, and put it down. Follow that, and then we will detach this from our follow me and just park this on the side of the road over here, and then we are ready to go So we'll jump out and get this started. Right, let's head over to our combine. Get us started up. Excellent. And down and away we go. Why are we not harvesting? Oh, we've got wet crop. No. So, we've got to wait a little while until our crop is ready to go again. How far off going are we? Not by much. So, I should think within the next hour, we'll be able to get started. Okay, so it's taken a couple of hours, but we have got, we are actually in a good position. Interestingly, we've got a great demand at the grain sell point all of a sudden as well. So what is that for? That is for barley at 710. So we won't be storing this. 710 is actually a pretty good price. If we have a look in here and look at the price of barley, barley only ever reaches 667. So we will be direct selling today's crop. That is the best way this could ever have gone, to be honest. So yeah, that's really good news. It is 10 past 11 in the morning now. So this is going to be a long day. This is going to be a day where we do basically as much harvesting as we can. We will be taking stuff down directly to the grain sell point. We won't be storing any of this barley because, as I said, 710, that is better than the best price we get later in the year. So yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. I'm really, really pleased with that. Our tractor seems to be doing okay. It looks like it's leaving a little bit. I fully expect it to fall behind a bit, but we should be good otherwise. So yeah, let's get these headlands knocked out and see how quickly we can get our first full tank, because that's going to be really important. So we're 80% full. We've done just over half the field, which is really good news. We need to keep an eye out on our tractor and trailer there, because I want them to stop at a reasonable point. Can we? Oh, we are going to make it to this point here, so that's good news. So what we'll do is hopefully we can get far enough along here that this opens up. And if this opens up, what we'll be able to do is just about. Okay, so we can back up here. We will probably stop the follow me for now. So we'll stop that there. That has missed some in the corners, so we're going to have some clean up to do with the bales in the corners. But we are in general in, once again, a really good place. So let's head over here. And I'm actually going to take the time down to 5 because of how much we have to do today. And because we want to get the canola up as well. We'll spend a little bit more time on this game day than we normally would on a game day. And we'll get this done. This tractor does seem pretty large for this. And you can see here how much has been missed in the corners. So we will come round and get that sorted at some point. I've missed a little bit in some of the side here as well, by the looks of things. This is actually an interesting looking setup. I quite like this tractor with this trailer. And this trailer is not a particularly huge one, so it's quite an interesting one for that, from that point of view as well. So let's pull this up alongside and get it emptied. Okay, I think we're coming to full. There we go. So 52%. This takes just under 2 full tanks from this combine. And it should probably, the combine will probably get back round to this point, I think. So let's start this back up. Put our combine where it was. And then we can get the follow me going again. There we are. So like that. And is our Now, I think our tractor we're going to have to pull up behind. So, start up the JCB, start it going again. We will turn off the beacons because we don't need those. And we'll just pull this a little bit further forwards. Fully expecting it to hit. Oh, maybe not. No, that is trying to follow the wrong thing. It's doing a grand job, this follow me with this. There we go. And we will get back to doing the headlands. Hopefully, with everything following behind. Let's see, let's go and see how long it takes us to get the rest of this trailer filled. And then how much money we're going to get off it, because we're going to go directly and sell it at the grade sell point. So this has worked out pretty well, to be honest. We are coming up to the first side of doing the second headland, and we are at 86%. Having done that, we're going to be roughly back by our tractor and trailer when we get full. I'm hoping we get past this bale. I think we're going to sit somewhere between these two bales, which would be even more perfect. In fact, is this the perfect harvest? Is this going exactly how we want it to? But halfway around the field each time, we're right by the tractor we want to be for tipping. It's just working really, really smoothly and really well between this at the moment. What is going to go wrong? I call this the perfect harvest, and the question always is, what is going to go wrong? Okay, so we are 99% full. There we go. So we'll leave our combine here for the moment. We're down to, oh wow, so we have actually had a cost. Our combine has gone over the hour. Because we're renting the combine, what we do need to do now is turn it off, because we're going to go off to the sell point. Now, where is our sell point for this barley? As I said, this is about as perfect as it can go for us. The grain sell point there that has the big request is not too far from us either, which is again another great thing for us. I think we can't get out of this field very easily down this side. We have got to, that's the only blemish on this, is missing that first bit on that first row. But yeah, it's over that corner. We can get out this corner. That is incredible. That is really, really good. So we're going to head out this way and take this carter down here. Now, as I was saying before, I'm not sure in real life that you would cart with this like this. The only reason we are is because we need a second tractor carting, and we need to get this. This is sitting in the shed, not doing anything otherwise. But it's doing the job well enough. Now our purchase or our sell point, I've lost my green beacon for it. There it is. It's just over this way here. So this is something that doesn't really happen very often, and this is where Seasons has restored something that the main game kind of was missing, because great demands in the main game quite often don't give you a better price than the locations normally would, or there's a location that gives a better price than it. Whereas with Seasons, you want great demands in the summer or at a time where there isn't a high price for stuff because it allows you to sell early. You can end up otherwise not being able to, or having to wait 6 months or so. For us to be able to cart directly to the sell point in a season's save game like this is almost unheard of. Right, now to get to this sell point in Lancey Boy's normal way is really a roundabout and a little bit convoluted to do. So we're heading round and we're trying to find where we go. And as I said, I think it's right round the back here somewhere. The alternative was to take this very big tractor down a very small street here, which I didn't want to do. Yeah, so yeah, you can try and squeeze past that car and go that street there, or you can come this way. Right, now where is our sell point in here? I think it might be inside this barn. Nope. Where is this? This is part of the reason why we've slowed the timer down today. Well, that's the spinnery. What's in here? Here we go. Right, we'll open both these doors because we want to go through here and sell this. And yeah, wow, we have also had a little bit more spend. I'm guessing that is this trailer going over the hour as well. So how much is 21,700 litres of barley going to be worth to us? We're going out the grain door. We could actually change that. Let's 5,800 initially. I want to change this from the grain door. If I can find out what my button was that did it. There we go. Right, let's tip this again. Because this will tip it faster if we have the whole back door open. The other advantage of this, of course, is that this will save us a bay in our storage. There we go. We made, wow, we made about 14,000, maybe 15,000 off that. Yeah, no, we made 15,000 because we got 14,600. So we're looking at being in a pretty strong place. This is this great demand has come at a point where we really needed it. It is basically going to pay for our entire harvest costs. Now this is why trying to get that tractor down that road was a pain, because yeah, as you can see, it was really tight. Let's get back to the field and get back in our combine and keep getting these headlands out. I think we're going to make 30,000 off just the headlands by the looks of this. Back in the harvester and we are 50% full again. We are on the second headland. We're coming up to about 3/4 of the way through it, to be honest, which is pretty good. I have taken a guess at where my where we're going to need to unload, and it's sort of towards the start of the field again, which is yeah, which should be about right. If I've got the guess on this right, I am going to be so chuffed. I'll be so pleased because yeah, that will just be around about how well this harvest is going. It is just absolutely spot on. I'm not sure we are going to be. We are at sort of 73%. I'd expect us to be at nearly 80%. If we're past the if we're past this and just sort of round the corner a bit, that is not a problem at all. But yeah, we're going to be about 80% when we get to here. We can actually empty this at about 89%. If we do that, we end up emptying a full tank on the next run. So yeah, let's see where we are. We are at 88, 89%. So I am going to empty it here, actually. I'm going to pull this aside. It's not quite perfect. It's not... Ooh, but it is close enough for me to say we have got a good win here. So I'll back this up and we'll bring this in. Hopefully I can avoid that bale. Might be at a little bit of an angle. Yeah, there we go. We can get this in and avoid that bale. And that then means that we should empty a full tank next time, about 3/4 of the way around the field. Maybe 2/3 of the way around the field. Which just will work for us quite nicely. Fill the back of this trailer up. We can leave that here for now. There we go. That is done. How full is that? How well did we guess that? 47%. Actually, that's pretty spot on. So we'll stop this tractor because we don't need that to move at the moment. We will get back into our combine. I'm going to turn here. Now we may have got everything into a bit of a tight spot, but we're good. Let's crack on and get ourselves our second full trailer, and then we will be yeah, we should have our headlands finished after that, which will be just absolutely perfect. 80% full again, and we're actually a little bit further around the field than I'd expected. That's not a bad thing. We are going to be doing yeah, so we're going to be emptying out down here somewhere. We will get our oh, let's back that up. Don't want to make that heap too big for our baler to handle. How's our baler doing? So our baler has gone a little bit rogue. And a little bit off the rails. This is the first bit where we're kind of gone, oh no, that's not quite worked. So let's get this going. Yeah. And thankfully we can get it going without too much hassle again. But it's tried to turn around in the corner and not quite made it. It's been doing it pretty well elsewhere, but it gives us the opportunity to clean up behind our baler a little bit. And sort of give a look on how this is going. So we are coming to the end of our third headland. What we're going to want to do at the end of the headland is, you can see we've got a lot of bales kicking about. So we need to get these out of the way before we can continue the field. So what we're going to do for the rest of this video is we're going to get the field, finish getting the field baled, or getting the headlands baled, sorry. We'll run round, we'll sort of collect up the random straw that we've got kicking about. And that will then allow us to go round with our collection, with our bale collector, and just sort of clean up the last few little bits. Now, can we... Yes, perfect. So let's get this down. And that will then allow us to clear the headland off and start the next time with a field with a nice clear headland that we can then get in and we can cut. And will just make our life that much easier. Now we're about to have to empty out our combine, which again, no bad thing. We've got a nice full trailer here. So what we're going to do is we're going to empty this trailer. We unfortunately can't do it on the move because of course we have bales in the way. You can see there that this is yeah, this is just nicely set up and should mean that we're winning. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to cover the trailer and just move this tractor out of the way briefly so that we can just come back here. We'll finish this row on the field because we haven't got that far to go on it. and we're going to pick up with the headland after the headlands next time. But what we can then do is we'll have this the headland part of this field finished. We'll be able to then come back, collect up these bales. As you can see, we've got a few bales on our bale trailer already. We need 2 more rows to finish the bales that we want and to be able to set our Eurotunnel. And we should get that off this headland. I'm going to check in a moment exactly how much we have got. So yeah, let's just park this here. And off. There we go. So our combine is nicely out of the way. We're then going to do a little bit of baling before we go and get the rest of our grain, or the rest of the barley that we've got at the moment sold. So there's a little bit of work to be done around this field, just sort of grabbing up the sort of straggly bits that we've got all over the place. Mainly in the corners of the field, where the baler hasn't been able to precisely follow where everything's been dropped. There we go. And that's the trouble of this baler, as we discovered last time, where it has that that it's not overly wide in its pickup. I think we'll get a couple more bales off of this. 98. Oh, come on. We got a bale's worth here. There we go. So let's empty that one out. And yeah, we'll go round, we'll clean up, and then we'll head off and sell our grain. Amazingly, the baler hadn't missed as much as I thought it had. We only really got 2 1/3 more bales off of there, which is yeah, that's quite impressive. I'm quite pleased with that. I am just going to go and grab this bit. If there's a bit that I can see from quite a way away, I do still like to grab it because that's going to be a small pile. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we're going to just stop this here. We will park up our baler. So let's stop it. And we're going to drop this off. Ready for us in a minute. The question then becomes, how many bales have we actually got today? How well is this going to suit us? Now we need, how many we got on this trailer? Let's have a quick look. So we got 14, so we need another 10 bales off here. We easily have that. So we need another 10. We got 44. Actually, we need 34. So we have 10 more bales than we need. So that's good news. Let's head over to this. We're going to go and sell this barley. And then head back and get ourselves started on clearing this headland. It is nearly 2:30 in the afternoon, so which is slightly worrying because we still have most of that field to do. We also want to get the canola up today because, as I said, we're looking at, we'll get on this road, we're looking at rain from, oh no, we have trouble coming. We certainly need to have all of the straw off this field today. If we can get the canola up as well, that would be good, because our window to harvest stuff is swiftly closing. So up at our sell point. Before we sell this, we will double check that we still have a good price. Yes, we do. We still got 716, so that's still better than any price that we'll get at any other time of the year by the looks of our graphs. It's just that, I mean, it has just been perfect timing in getting that to hit. And that gives us £15,541. Perfect. Okay, so we are back at the field. We know we would have 2 full loads on this if we didn't already have some bales on here. So let's crack up with this. And unfold and start getting some bales collected. So we need 10 bales to fill this up. We can then go and put this with our other ones. There we are. And that should very nicely finish. Well, no, we got this and 1 more stack that we want to get. We have those bales on here. Then every bale that we have left on here is going to be sold. We'll get it all sold. We'll make a load of money from it that way. We have 5 more bales, which we definitely have on this side. I'm impressed by how much we've got off this field, to be honest. That is a lot of bales. 44 off just these headlands. Will we get as much off the rest of this field? I don't know. It normally seems to be that we get more of the headlands because taking 3 headlands off gets us more of the field. I reckon we've probably got another trailer and a half on this field based on what we got off the last one. That is done. So let's fold that up so we're not knocking any more bales. So that is finished this off just from this side. Admittedly, we had 14 bales on already, but not got very far to take this. Hopefully no cars about. No, we're good. And so we're going to get to work during the rain, probably on that field, and start sort of preparing our fields for the next year. We're in a position where we kind of need to start doing that. Good. We'll get in before this car. Yeah, so if we can get the Terra Track doing that. Yeah, so as I was saying, if we can get the Terra Track doing that, then that will be good. We shouldn't need, we won't need the carting, the extra tractor on carting when we start on the canola either. So that will be helpful from that point of view. We need to just line this up. Get this as close as possible without knocking the other set over. Yeah, like that. And then unload it. Like so. So I want to back up. Oh. Our trailer has gone a little bit wonky. There we go. If we can lay the first set of bales where I want to, that would be good. Right, and unload. Very, very happy with that. That's good. We'll fold that up, get ourselves back up to the field, and get 1 more stack of bales for today, I think. And if we get off the ends where it's going to interfere with our harvest the most, that would be best. So we're halfway through collecting the next set of bales. We are down the far side of the field at the moment. And yeah, we're going to be left with about 10 bales kicking about. I think most of them we're going to end up with down this bottom area here where they're easiest to pick up. We can get those picked up pretty much at our leisure as a result. And just leave the rest of the field as it is. We're gonna go up the top and get the rest of these. Get the ones furthest from us. But the thing is, there's no point in, as long as the bales aren't interfering with where we're going to be harvesting, we're good. So leaving bales on the top headlands here is less of a problem, especially at the top side where they'll be easier to avoid. So that's why I'm going for the ones at the bottom here, closest to the field first, because you can see the direction that we seeded, which means that is the direction we're going to be cutting as well. We have space for 4 more bales. We have 3 down this end. So that's going to clear 1 off the far end as well. That means we've got 10 bales along that bottom headland, which is just... Alright, this harvest has just gone so very, very well. So far, I should say, because we are not that far in yet. It's gonna be a late one though, because we want to get that field of canola up at the same time. Our long-range forecast is not looking nice, and as a result, we are looking at having a bit of a meh. Looking at the direction of the field, we are going to have to clean up these bales really on the inside before we can continue the harvest. But that should be all right. We can, as I said, we can clean those up pretty much whenever we want. But let's go and get this last set. And then what we can do is we have the money. We can buy our Eurotunnel and get these covered. Because, yeah, we need to cover these overnight. Otherwise, we're going to lose straw from them. And this is going to be the important bit. This is the bit that we absolutely need to do. Right, we're going to take this slightly wider this time, because of the hijinks that happened last time. And we're in. We're going to get beeped up. That is okay. There we go. Right, let's put these into here, and then we can get them under cover. Easier to do it this way because of the because of our pickup. The pickup would get in the way otherwise. Right, there we go. Unload position, please. Right, there we go. And then we just work our way forwards. And we're done. One last thing to do this video, and that is purchase ourselves a Eurotunnel. So sheds, I'm going to go with the blue one, I think. And I think, I'm not sure what the difference between those two are. I think that's longer. So this is the longest version. This should cover everything. It does really rather nicely. Can't be placed here. Don't give me that. No! What do you mean can't be placed here? Has this gone horribly, horribly wrong? Quite possibly. Invariably, these things do. Right. So we need to turn that. No. I can get one stack in. I can get another stack in. There. There. That will probably do it, I think. Where was that position? It would actually take 3, this one. Ah, there. I need to not select a bale. That's what's happening. So that makes this really difficult. I'm going to go with there. Hopefully that does it. Let's go and check. They do all seem to be inside our Eurotunnel. They are just all inside our Eurotunnel. Absolutely perfect. That is where we're going to leave today's video. It has been the perfect harvest so far. Is this going to continue? We will find out next week. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.